Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently busily fighting this de jure war, and I currently feel like Gandalf in the Mines of Moria. I have no memory of this place. I recorded just yesterday, but I have no idea what's happening here. What is this war? Up here. Okay. Oh, now I remember this. Okay, good. For a second I was very confused, but I figured it out. And that's fantastic. So we're going to finish up this siege here, and we're going to move down to the capital. These guys are sieging here until our siege force arrives, which they will head on in immediately. These will all group up, and then they're going to chase down this force while these guys siege the capital. Wonderful. We do require a steward, and that will be Count Vezd here. Perfect. Now they're going to finish up their siege before we get there. That's fine. We're not too concerned about that. The main problem is that they're going to run. And we don't want them to run. We want to fight them. So we're going to head on over, and of course we don't actually catch them here. However, this is a foolish move on their part. We catch them here. I'm not sure why they thought going this direction would help them. Okay. If they had just run this way like they were originally planning, they would have been fine. They could have led us on a merry chase. As it is, war's over. It would have been over anyway, but there we go. We'll disband those troops. And we expanded a little bit. Okay, cool. Just a subjugation over here. Okay. And what about this guy? Yeah, nothing really going on over here. So we're interested in getting more de jure claims if we have them. I'm not convinced that we do. Actually. It's not a terrible subjugation. This would also not be a terrible subjugation. I doubt we can do it on the Persian Empire. Yeah, no. With an empire level title, you can't do a subjugate. So we could do a subjugation over here in theory, but a Holy War for Kingdom would probably be better. So the question becomes, who do we want to subjugate? I'm leaning towards Persian Assyria. I think this would be more overall counties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, these two are not in. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So this is like 25 counties. This over here would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this is far fewer counties. We should absolutely go after Persian Assyria. I think that's our best bet right now. Unless Mordvinia is better, but this is probably large counties. Yes. This is all large counties up here. So I really think Persian Assyria is our target here. Yeah, this is fine. We can absolutely do this. We're going to do a subjugation war. And she would become our vassal. So that would be amazing. We're going to immediately raise up troops. We don't need that many, though. So we're going to raise some men-at-arms and a few levy troops. We're going to raise, like, maybe 10,000. Okay. It ticked from, like, 500 to 10,000. We're going to raise 10,000 levy troops. Okay. This is enough. More than enough. So in we go here, and we're going to start up a siege. We'll group these together, and we will split off our mangonels and a siege force. These guys, they can just come over here and start a slow siege. That's okay. And I would love to have a siege commander here. We had one in the last war, so I know there's a siege commander. Unless he just died? I think he just died. Awkward. So we have no siege commander. That makes me very sad indeed. We do have a domain limit, though. And that, of course, means that we should revoke this castle. So we're going to revoke that title. There we go. 12 of 12. Not bad. So that is excellent. We're going to head on in over here. And actually, we're just going to go crush their army. I'm not interested in slow sieging right next to them. Is this their whole army? It is. We could stack wipe them here. The evil fiend. Oh, we can change this guy's contract as well. I'm interested in feudal levies at this time, so we'll just go ahead and grab that. Wonderful. So this siege will be finishing up, and I guess we can slow siege here. We got 50% from that battle because we stack wiped their entire army. So we're capped on battle war score at this time. We're going to head on over this way, and just looking at this, I think we're going to start getting ticking war score. Or do we have to hold all of these dotted line territories? We may have to hold all of the dotted line territories. Regardless is not all that relevant, because we're already at 67%. Like, this war has gone remarkably fast. 3 months and 43 days on these two sieges, and we were getting 17 for this one. Honestly, if these are worth slightly more, then we could win this. But they probably aren't. We'll probably need one additional siege. 78. Yeah, that one was worth only 11.3. So we'll see what this one is worth. We'll start a slow siege over here. Or is this not? No, this is held by them. Okay. Fantastic. So we'll start that slow siege and we'll head on in over this way. We're at 89%. Any way you slice it, this county will finish the war. Period. End of story. I think. Assuming it's not worth less than 11.3. But it shouldn't be. So this should end the war for us. And let's just get that finished. There we go. Perfect. So we'll enforce those demands. She becomes our vassal. We'll disband our troops. And would you look at that? Armenia is quite a lot larger. These are lakes. Okay. So there's something going on in our court. What is this? Finger bones of an empire? Of an emperor? Okay. I'm not sure if I accidentally bought that or not. I selected the bottom option thinking that that was the one to not buy it, but it might have been the one to buy it. I don't know. So this guy's got a claim on this county. This is a split duchy as well. This is not super ideal. We'll go ahead and go for the claim here. We'll push this guy's claim. We're a little low on prestige, so that's definitely something to consider. We'll not need more than our men-at-arms to make this happen. And in we go. So what's his plan here? Just gonna go siege? I mean, it's simply not possible for him to win this war. It's not mathematically possible. So I'm not saying that he's making a bad move by sieging here. I'm saying there are no good moves. So we already have Avaricious here. We can grab perhaps large levies. That'll be fine. Boosting us up even further in our ridiculous power level. So that's great. We still don't have a regalia to equip, which is sad. These are exactly the same, except for the prowess difference. Okay. 2 sieges up here going to be necessary. Let's go kill his force. I'd rather he didn't siege this down, all things considered. So in we go, and there will be no problem there. We can ransom off some prisoners if we wanted to. I don't care about cash. We have so much money. We have just absurd amounts of money. So that's fine. We can hold court, and I guess we may as well. There's going to be 3 people, as usual. Mayor Bourgeois comes forward, proceeding with marked caution. Your Grace, my city of Salian grows rich by our burghers' dealings with the trading ships which ply the havens along Armenia's coast. We've made our town and you prosperous, and deserve greater influence over Shirvan. He wants our county? We could give him a mercantile charter instead, and honestly, I'm okay with that. Development in the long term will be better than the holding taxes right now. We have so much money. 100% chance of the compromise. Beautiful. Before me stands Countess Timarit of Bekiria, her head hung low. My lord, Melitene has been hit hard by the recent enemy occupation. The people are starving, our fields are not recovering, and our livestock is not enough to survive anymore. We beg you to intervene and save your devoted subjects with your great magnanimity. There we go. She bows deeply and falls silent. Well, we could definitely give them gold. That's not a big deal. Like, 150 gold is irrelevant to us right now. My Daster, Arturnissa, now bows before me, eager to begin his proposal. My lord, Queen Cheris's county of Badaraya? Yeah, we'll go with Badaraya. Lacks a significant fire temple at which the locals can pray and honor the Lord of Wisdom. You must help fund a new house of worship at Tarsuk for the good of the Mazdayan faith. Sure, go ahead and do it. Again, 320 gold is irrelevant to us. Also, butchering names is a thing that happens. It is unfortunate, but it's a fact of life. So we're going to finish up this siege here, and this will absolutely finish the war for us. Technically, ticking war score would probably do it. Yes, ticking war score would absolutely do it. But we'll just finish up this siege. That'll be, I think, slightly faster, so it'll be fine. And then we'll be able to attack someone else. At this point, we're basically just map painting, right? Like, that's kind of what it feels like. Map painting in 1017 is kind of insane. But then, that said, we did start off with quite an advantage. So there we go. There's nothing to be done economically, so all we can do, really, is look to expand. Now, the Roman Kingdom. What do we suppose the odds are that we can inherit this? Well, probably not right now. Because our heir is already married, and... I mean, that's a lot of stewardship. Yeah, probably not right now. And I'm suspecting that the religious difference means that we're not going to be able to even arrange a marriage here. Hypothetically, yes. Because of the faith differential. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't suppose he'd accept this. Yeah, he would not accept this. I don't think there's any way we make that happen. Okay, so we're going to continue working on some map painting here then. We could go after just this county. That's pretty low-hanging fruit. We could do a holy war for that. Maybe Rome would join. We don't care if they do. And the good old-fashioned, extraordinarily loud holy war music. Perfect. We'll raise up our men-at-arms, and in we go. I don't think anyone else will join this. Like, we are the superpower. We just need to spread out our territory a bit. That is our primary goal right now. And of course, we need to fix some of this. We've got a lot of duchies and counties under us, and that's not really going to be ideal in the future. But for now, it's okay. Might join the Holy War as an enemy. Oh no. Anyway, we don't care. That is completely and totally irrelevant to us. We got additional taxes, also irrelevant to us. Armenian Sarmatia Europea is actually pretty big here. Interesting. Like, this guy alone rivals the Roman Empire. This single king. That's insane. Absolutely bonkers. Well, we're going to grab this county. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. We will also grant this off to a local Armenian, or not a local Armenian, a noble of the Armenian culture. There we go. Got the terminology right in the end. We're truced to Teutonia. So we could go after this person next if we wanted to. Yeah, that duchy wouldn't be too bad. Do it. So we're going to raise up troops over here. Not all of our troops. What am I doing? We're going to raise up just our men-at-arms. And in we go. They have access to 600 troops. Like, this is not relevant. Perfect. I don't... Troops levied for construction, huh? I don't really care about construction in County of Mugen. Development growth, on the other hand. Get the development growth. I like it. Our wife has died, and that, of course, means that we need a new stewardship wife. Ooh, skill 24? That's very good. Skill 24 stewardship is exceptionally high. Excellent. That puts us back up to 12 of 12. She is on managed domain. I was hoping that that would get us to 13, but it didn't quite. Okay. We're going to siege this down. This is only going to be 20 days. Not a concern there. 15 more. And we're going to potentially chase these guys down. Honestly, no, we're not. We're just going to head in and take their capital. This is 48% war score. We're just going to siege and win the war that way. No problem there. No problem whatsoever. We wouldn't mind necessarily going after the Roman Kingdom, although this might not be a bad option to go after. Although I do want to take a look at the royal court grandeur levels. We're second in the world right now after this guy. Okay. This guy here. Of the Magadin Empire. That makes sense. We do want to start pushing in over this way. We've annexed, at this point, most of the Persian Empire. Not all of it, by any means, but most of it. War is over, and we will enforce those demands. Excellent. We'll go ahead and disband our troops, and of course, these will be granted out to an Armenian noble. Perfection. We do have a court artifact, apparently. What do we got? A book. A fine book about books. It needs repairs, but do it. Okay. So, if we look at our artifacts with low durability, the fine book about books, we can go ahead and repair. Honestly, we have so much money, we can just repair literally everything. Like, none of this is relevant in terms of actual costs here. It's just all completely replaceable. We're going to bump up the feudal levies here. Perfect. There we go. And I would like to start cracking into the Magadin Empire. So if we head out over this way, we could do a subjugation war, but we've already done one. This guy's claims, we don't have the prestige on. So we don't actually have any claims over here. But this guy we could go after. Mithrin rulers may join the war. We don't care if they do, though. Like, we are so ludicrously powerful that it doesn't matter. We're going to raise up our men-at-arms, and that war is won. Beautiful. I think next we should target Mordvinia and the Caspian Steppe. I mean, we basically just want to keep expanding, right? That's our current goal until such a time as we hit our vassal limit, which is going to be a while. So we're just going to continue expanding for a bit here. Eventually, we're going to be so huge that we're going to run into massive issues. But we're so much stronger than everyone else that that likely doesn't matter. Oh, we beat their army. I didn't even notice we were fighting them. Hilarious. So we've got 30 days here until this is over. Our counselor, specifically our steward, died. We'll put this guy in, but he's 65, so he'll probably die pretty soon too. Honestly, you can have 150 gold. I don't care about 150 gold right now. Are you kidding? We have so much money. We can spend gold on whatever we want. We can spend whatever amount of gold we want on whatever we want. So that siege is over, and we will enforce those demands. Beautiful. We'll disband those troops and hand this out, of course, to an Armenian noble. Excellent. Now, I do want to look at our religious situation here. Okay. So these holy sites are, of course, quite important to us. We would love to get this holy site here. If we look at our faith here, yes. So we control this one. And this guy controls this one, which is actually giving us a bonus. Because he is, in fact, Mazdayan. Okay, cool. These other three, though, we very much want them. So that's something that we're going to have to work towards. Of course, if we just continue taking stuff, then it'll be fine. We don't really have the prestige there to go after that. The Caspian Steppe, we wouldn't mind doing like a holy war for duchy. Actually, this would be perfect. Do it. Okay, just checking where their actual castles were. Well, that war is pretty much over. Excellent. Mordvinia will probably be the next target, but of course we can only go after duchies. You can only do the one kingdom level claim, which we haven't done yet, I don't think. If we were to go after, say, this guy with a kingdom level claim... Oh, okay, cool. We need to win this war before we think about our kingdom level claim, though, sadly. So let's get this done. 44 days on this siege, and will the siege end the war, or will we need to go for this tribe? That's a good question. We'll find out. It kind of depends on who we capture here, so it all comes down to how we roll. And there we go. Fantastic. We got what we needed. So we'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. We'll, of course, grant these out to Armenians. After all, how else are we going to build the Ottoman Empire? Fantastic. So, now we can start thinking about kingdom level claims, I believe. Not out over this way. That is interesting. We would need a holy war level claim, right? So, holy war for kingdom. So this is something that we can do. This is a weird kingdom to go after. We could go after Thrace. Alternatively, Mesopotamia would not be great. Cappadocia Taurica would not be great. No, none of these are good. Well, this one's not awful, but that's quite an appendage. I don't think that would be what we would target. And apparently we can't holy war against these guys. We consider them a stray, and so that's why. Okay, sure. If we were to go after Mordvinia, we could take all of that, but honestly, we'd be so much better going after the Roman kingdom. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to holy war for the Regnum of Thrace. All titles held by Hellenic rulers are seized, and any Mazdayan rulers are vassalized by you. Yes. Okay, so this is what we're going to go after, and that should give us some de jure claims over here. If we look at the kingdom level, yes, that will give us de jure claims over here to work on for a bit. So that's absolutely fine. We will go ahead and declare this Holy War for Kingdom of Thrace. We are, of course, going to raise up our troops over here. Over here? Yeah, I don't see a crossing here. Crossing's all the way over here. Okay, well, we're going to raise up troops anyway. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to beat up the Roman Kingdom. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you all next time.